oh, yeah, this is how it went down. I was just like, I quit USD and I got on razors. I was like, all right, best way to announce this, I'm going to jump the leap of faith.
No way. Are you serious?
Yeah, same weekend. Same week I
No
put on
way.
the skates and I was like, all right, I'm going to try to jump leap of faith. Hopefully these things hold up.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the way to test it, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that then in Brain for Gone you're riding USD and razors.
Razors, yeah. Leap
Oh,
of
is it
faith.
just razors,
Leap of
or-
faith is razors.
So I'm saying
USD.
like there's a mix of both.
Mix, yeah.
Okay, I never even noticed that actually. That's crazy.
Yeah.
When you were trying that, was that like one of the biggest things you ever tried to do? It like felt like it at the time?
Like drop wise?
I mean,
Probably.
Because I know the gap is big, but like that's one of those things where like the hype lives more than anything else. So like,
yeah, like,
just the leap
like,
of faith.
like people have jumped probably like gaps of the same size.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You know
it's
what I
the
mean?
leap of faith, just because it is the leap of faith, you know? It's one of those things.
I don't know. I think I've never been there, but
I've never been there either, but
Y'all never been there?
no.
Really?
Because-
At all those trips?
Because by the
there's
time
no reason to go there.
by
unless
the
you can
time-
jump there.
by the
right?
time I would have gotten there, it was already like you couldn't do it. So like people were just over it. But I think, yeah, if it would have been available at the time, the way photographers were back then, and like all the filmers, like you said, it was like like Jamie Thomas probably wouldn't have been hyped to skate some of the stuff we were skating back then because it was all just about amplitude. It was just like the biggest,
Yeah.
the tallest
Didn't
thing.
he try leap of faith?
Yeah, he's the first one.
Yeah.
the first one,
leap,
yeah.
yeah, but-
yeah.
Yeah, so what am I saying then?
Yeah. No, I was just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, like in terms of just like the style of skating back then, it was just if you're going with Ryan Schutte in the car or whatever,
Yeah.
whoever,
Yeah.
you knew you were in for a
Exactly.
day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were in
Oh,
for
you knew.
You were in for some work. It wasn't going to be a chill day ever. So that was kind of like that era.
And you went, it was just you doing it? Like, it wasn't a show day like how when, like, Kel did it and Ian, like, that man. It's like they was, like, just, like, running the train on
So
that.
I never really rode like that, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, like, I always skated, like, when it's time to, like, get something done, you know, you're, like, on a mission.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you get the squad and you go out and you handle business. You know, and you try to really one and done everything.
Mhm.
At least that was my approach. I didn't
Yeah.
really want to mess with anything. So it's like
Yeah.
you either give 100% or you don't
I
go.
mean, a gap like that, you don't want to do more than once.
Yeah,
Definitely
I think
not.
I did like 4 times too,
Did you?
actually. Something like that.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Yeah, actually, no. I jumped it twice in USDs. I jumped it twice in razors. That's right.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And
Dang.
the last time I tried, I like messed up my ankle.
And that was, like,
Yeah.
the final one.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Do you, like, watch back the footage and, like, damn, I wish I did this differently to, like, make myself land it or not, like, break
Nah,
my ankle?
man, that's
you
like-
don't do that shit?
No, man.
Yeah.
Like that was just like, you know, it's like trying to like
Yeah.
be like, okay, like I'm coming
Let's
off
do this.
USD.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go to razors. All right,
Yeah.
I'll huck it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
maybe I got it, maybe I don't.
Yeah.
But I'll huck it.
Right.
So like I just jumped and
That was it.
yeah.
I mean,
But it's a
dude.
commitment. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
Like,
1,000%.
like, you know what the thing is too, like, is blind. So you're just like rolling up to like a square rail that goes down.
Yeah.
You know, you don't see the
With nothing on
landing
the
until
other
you're
side.
over the rail.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, so
You
it's
just have to gap out to it, right?
Yeah.
So.
Oh no, you could just like go over
Oh,
the drop
okay.
rail. You know,
Okay.
you ain't gotta like go deep. Some
Right.
people try that approach, didn't work out for
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean, dude, yeah, you've obviously, like we were talking about, you've done like a lot of the biggest things, tried the biggest tricks, had a ton of different injuries. But yeah, like you went from like being extremely active and skating, like competitive, like winning a lot of, I remember a few years you were just winning almost every competition, like these RFCC ones, is getting first and all these things and running companies and everything. And then you had like that injury that just completely changed, you know, everything. So I know it's like a probably maybe a rough thing to go back on, but was that must have been like really hard to deal with and manage. Like what was that like, that period of recovering from that injury? Because it was, and those who don't know, like if you could describe the injury.
the injury was interesting. Like I knew instantly on impact, career ender. Knew instantly.
You knew instantly.
Damn, career end, not even just like you're
No.
fucked up, straight career ending.
Straight career ender. Instantly, within 1 second.
No.
Done.
You-
I like hit the bank, come down. I like just feel like bomb went off in the skates.
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
like I went to like kind of like adjust
Take
my
it off,
skate.
yeah.
Well, no, I knew like before, like it's kind of funny too, because like when you like break an ankle or something like that, leave your skate on
Yeah.
because it's a cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you want to just like leave it on until you get to the hospital and
Yeah.
let them deal
Let
with
them
it,
do it.
Right.
Yeah.
which was I kind of regretted that later this time, but
Yeah.
you know, like I just felt like a bomb went off, and I knew instantly, but like I just went to like adjust it, and I felt like something
Bones,
like just like an airspace with like weight and like a weight and then airspace and then like more weight. Does that make sense? Like imagine like I'm trying to think of a way to explain it. So like imagine you have a bag, right? And you have something that's got weight, and then all of a sudden there's like air, like space, and then there's something on the bottom because your skin is holding
okay.
and there's nothing in
like
the
no
middle.
joint kind of.
You know, so like you have like a dangly like little
yeah.
thing. Like I felt that, and I was just like, okay, see how this goes. So like I like Dafik and Amir took me to the hospital. Like I walked in the hospital, I was just like, I knew instantly, you know, I just tried to be real.
You couldn't even like stand, I guess, at that point, right? Because both your ankles.
Dude, I got
were
so lucky. Like I had to hop this gate. Like this dude
Oh
came.
shit! No way.
This dude came instantly and was like yelling at us. I'm like, dude, whatever. He just opened the gate, man. Like he opened the gate. You know, thank God Amir and Dafik were there to help me out.
Yeah.
And then they drove me to the hospital. I was like, Amir's got to go. And I was just like, all right, peace, y'all. I'll be good. Like I was just at the hospital, and like first thing I asked obviously is like, all right, doc, like how serious is this? Like we talking amputation here? Like, you know, because
that was like on the table. Like
no, you just gotta ask that question.
Yeah.
I was just trying to be real. Like, yo, just come at me.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I
You
ain't a
wanna
normal
know.
person. Like
Totally.
I've broken lots of things.
Yeah.
Like I know, like
Yeah.
when something's,
I know what I'm in for.
I know what I'm in for here. Just be real.
Off, yeah.
You know, something feels off. So yeah, I did that and went to the hospital. I don't know, like I think the question you asked was like what, like what was it kind of like, what if, like what would the transition feel like?
Yeah, no, because you know, blading was obviously, you know, your life and did this whole thing, and then you're now being taken to a place where you don't know if you can skate again or if you're going to be able to walk again, or like the recovery. And I don't know, I've had some like injuries that have taken me like, you know, a year to recover, but I know this one particularly was just like surgeries and years before
Yeah,
you can even
it was
walk,
like
right?
yeah, I think on and off 2 years, maybe like a month
to like walk, right?
in a wheelchair.
In the wheelchair.
Like multiple surgeries.
Multiple
you know,
surgeries.
my goal was just to be able to live normal, walk, like, you know, like, I mean, as far as like not being able to skate anymore, I was fine. Like, you know, something happened in like mid-career for me where like I like just, if I can never skate again for the rest of my life, I was totally okay with that. Like a lot of people probably don't know this story either, but like probably at like the height of my career, I got a phone call one day from Make-A-Wish Foundation, and like I did a Make-A-Wish for this kid.
No way.
And that like changed my whole life, man.
Oh
It
shit!
changed my whole life, my
I
whole
didn't know.
outlook on life, my whole everything, man.
Dude,
Tell
I
us
didn't know you
about
didn't
that.
make a wish.
That sounds very
Like, no
interesting.
one really knows. It was like, you know,
You're a humble guy.
respect, you know,
Yeah.
like you don't really
Yeah.
like, I just went out there because like this was this kid's wish, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I went
To
out
meet
there
you. That's so
and I was
cool.
just like just to session with this kid for the weekend. Like I went out there and like at that point, like when I got to hang out with this kid, like
Was he skating? You skated
yeah,
together?
yeah.
That's sick.
We skated together for the weekend, and that was just like, you know, like nothing will ever be more humbling than that, man,
Yeah.
for the rest of my life. I know that 100%, man. Like,
Wow. That's crazy.
yeah. There was like, and that after that, I like, you know, this is like when I was like Shima 2, Shima 3, so like this is like the middle of my career, you know,
Mhm.
and that was something I was never expecting.
Mhm.
Like, you know, you don't expect something like a phone call like that, you know.
Yeah.
And like when you get a phone call like that, it's like, it just kind of like changed my life, man. You
That's
know?
insane. Yeah.
Probably makes you more appreciative of everything in life afterwards, right?
It just puts into perspective what's important in life.
Totally.
You know, it really does. Like, at least for me, that's what it did.
Mm. I feel
mean,
like
that's-
you like not even like concerned about not being able to skate again. That's like you looking at the bigger picture. You're like, I just want to live now. Like, the hell with like not really
100%.
being able to
No,
skate. Like, I just
no,
want to like
man,
live
like-
and move on.
Like, dude, I'm so happy, man. Like,
It's just
I'm
like
like-
gratitude, right?
yeah, like, dude,
the,
like,
the small.
I mean, dude, I sit, you know, in front of you guys, humble as fuck, man.
Yeah.
Like, I know damn well, like, probably out of anybody in rollerblading, like, I probably like did the most, you know, and I am super fucking grateful for it. Like,
Mhm.
you know, I never in my wildest dreams would have expected to live the life that I have lived so far.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I could die tomorrow, and I feel like I've lived a really blessed life, man.
Hell yeah, you definitely
like 100%, man. Like, just like the people I've met, you know what I mean? Like the bonds, the brotherhoods, like stuff like that. Like, dude, that's extremely rare in life.
Totally.
This is like really extremely rare, you know? And like nowadays it's just like, what the fuck do I do? That's just the question.